one. Kill number two. Oh, we're gonna do it. Oh, we're so gonna do it. Fuck yeah. That was some serious air. What the fuck? Where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going? Tokyo drift around the corner. Hello. Kaboom. He's like, oh, get out of here. One, two. Oh, it's just that easy, isn't it? Hello people there, this is TheRubyRevolution. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to War Thunder. Today we're looking at the most sought after vehicle from the recent Operation Shipyard or Shipyard event, as it should be called. This is the VT1-2. It's a German turretless experimental tank from the 1970s. Absolutely crazy looking contraption. This tank would not look out of place at all in Command & Conquer Red Alert, I feel. Who knows, maybe for the next event we might start seeing Tesla tanks or something along those lines. Absolutely crazy looking vehicle. From what I can find out about the thought process behind this truly crazy design, two prototypes of this tank were designed. It was basically meant to zigzag across the battlefield and then use an advanced fire control system to fire enemy tanks on the move. They also designed it with two cannons because they thought that having two of these guns was just better than one to be able to knock out enemy targets. In practice, didn't work out as you might expect, as they thought. They were designed the Leopard 2 at the same time as this, and it basically had lots more advantages compared to this, which only really had mobility on its side. So how does this truly crazy contraption work in War Thunder? What is it actually like? Let's start off with the cannons first. So it was armed with two 120mm Rheinmetall L44 cannons, because one just wasn't enough, was it? This is the same gun which is used on the premium Leopard 1 as well as the Leopard 2s. For its stock shell, it fires the DM12 with 650mm of penetration. Really nice stock shell, to be honest. Really nice heat FS shell. Works probably about 70 to 80% of the time. It's also got two fin stabilized Discard and Sabo. One which is the DM13 in the first line of modifications, and the DM23 which is in the last line of the modifications. The DM13 has 393mm of penetration, and the top shell has 410mm of penetration, so a truly ridiculous cannons for a battle rating of 8.3. Absolutely redonkulous. The guns actually as well with this are kind of interesting, that the left hand gun is auto loaded and it has a 5-second reload, but the right hand gun is not reloaded, not an auto loader, and is loaded manually, which has like an 8-second reload depending on your crew skills. So kind of very interested indeed how this tank actually works. Not sure why they didn't just put two autoloaders in this thing and be done with it, but there we go. That's what they went with when they designed this thing. Aiming this tank as well is also very interesting. The guns are completely hull mounted and there's no traverse in the guns at all. However, the way you aim this thing is by using a new mode, a new button which has been added in with this event, which is the whole aiming mode. If you go into controls under movement, you can see here I've got it set up under control, and basically what that does is it makes it kind of like tank destroyer mode, where you can basically move the mouse around and it'll move the tank around where you're moving the mouse. In practice, it is a little bit finicky to use because there's a delay between moving the mouse and the tank moving because of the engine power and the tracks, etc. It does make it a little bit tricky to aim, especially at range. It is usable, it's definitely doable, but it's still quite a challenge to use. The aiming reticule as well is aimed on the left hand gun, which means it's a lot easier to aim the left-hand gun than the right-hand gun, which is offset. The way I found normally which is best is to fire the left-hand gun first, and if I don't kill them, trying to then get the right-hand gun onto the target after. There's also another point which I forgot to say about when you are aiming this tank with the whole aimer mode. It has a habit of like moving around is the best way to describe it. Move forward or move backwards depending on what terrain you're on and where you're sitting, which means that if say you're on top of a hill trying to aim at an enemy tank and you're moving the tank around trying to get the gun where you want it to go, you can actually move too far forward and then like go off the end of the hill or something like that, which can make it kind of tricky to get the gun where you want it to go, and you just have to try and compensate for that. It's also got really nice gun depression, standard -10 and 15 degrees of vertical guidance, so really nice in a hold down position as well. It has a lot going for this tank, but that's not the only thing going for this tank destroyer as well. It's got a truly ridiculously powerful engine in it, truly absolutely redonkulous. 2006 horsepower I have at the moment. I haven't fully spaded this yet. It's actually 2200 when it's fully spaded out. Gives this a top speed of 70 kilometers an hour with a truly ridiculous acceleration as well, and it will go that speed in forward and reverse. Absolutely redonkulous this tank destroyer is. From some of the sources that I've looked at and read, it should only be 1200 horsepower, and it actually got a boost which then gave it the 2200 horsepower for a short period of time, but Gaijin have gone with this 2200 horsepower overall. What this means is this tank destroyer can get into some truly ridiculous early game locations to be able to sneak up and get the jump on enemy tanks. In practice, doesn't always work out that way. I found that I die quite quickly in the VT1. It's always fun. It's always really fun in this thing. It's such a very fun tank destroyer to play. So what we're going to do as ever is we're going to take this tank out in realistic battle to see how we get on. Talk a little bit about how to aim and use this tank effectively, as well as talk about Operation Shipyard as well, which has been a truly awful event. I've not enjoyed the grind for this tank destroyer at all. So anyway, let's get going. Okay, we're on Abandoned Factory for this first game. As you can see, this thing has ridiculous acceleration and top speed. I might just sit on this corner here, I think initially. I have to say as well, the grind for this tank has been truly awful. I have not enjoyed the Operation Shipyard event in the slightest. The community had enough after the Battlefield Engineer event, and this one was actually worse. There's actually a guy here. Ooh, can we? No, that's not what we want. Set up the whole lining. It is a bit tricky to use. Let's pull back. Nice early game, and this is what this tank is really good at. Get into those stupid early game positions that no one expects you to get into. We've got enemy tanks behind. Go number 1. Go number 2. Let's fall back before I get killed, because the life expectancy with me in this tank are very short. I could actually cap the C point here. In fact, I might go do that. Oh shit, someone's called artillery in. Artillery is definitely the bane of this thing. Please don't kill me. Okay, we're okay. This thing has no armor. Okay, the AUBL's found someone. Oh, there he is, that's fine. I love this thing's dual cannons. Let's pull back again. Pull back, pull back, pull back. Oh, someone's taking a pot shot at me. I should have driven backwards there. Uh-oh, hello. Uh-oh. Oh shit, we're so fucked here. We're so boned, we're so boned, we're so boned. I told you, short and sweet. Oh, we're gonna do it. Oh, we're so gonna do it. Fuck yeah. That was some serious air. I want to make sure there's nobody coming. Well, shit. He's like, oh, yeah. Get out of here. I didn't even realize. Or BMP. There was somebody else coming down this way. Having that second gun as a guarantee is so nice. Let's go down here. Ooh. Be careful now, let's not get spotted. Nice kill, pulling back. There's actually somebody on my right. The Shilker knows I'm here. Surprise, motherfucker! Yo! That didn't work, did it? We've been spotted, but we're good into cover. He hasn't spotted me. There's actually two of them up here. I'm just gonna get the one for now. Let's pull back. Yeah, he knows I'm here. Fuck it. Gotcha. Somebody else here? Oh, okay, he's down. Nobody else down this way. Oh, hello. I think he's just spotted me. Hopefully this Central will help out. it doesn't look like the Centauri is going to. Why? Oh, thank God for the second gun. Thank God for the second gun. I need to get that T-54. He's down below me. Oh, go away, plane. Okay, I might repair, because I know he's down there. Come on. Someone needs to get him. We've got 6 kills this game. I've been driving around like an absolute idiot. Oh, please just go away, aircraft. Absolute salty. Yes, well done, Centauro. And we're off. We need to get her out of being spotted by the aircraft. We are capping A now as well, so we'll go back up here. I wonder if that ZSU is still in that position. Oh, he was. But not anymore. I really wish this guy would leave me alone. Maybe the aircraft will take him down. Oh. Okay, on this one, we're on Finland with just the one cap as well. I don't know where I'm going to go. Maybe down here somewhere initially. There's a tank down below me. Where are you? There's one. There's two. That was lucky because he was looking right at me. Let's back up. We've actually got the A point here, which is good. Yeah, I'm just going to sit here a second. Ooh, there's actually a guy who pushed all the way past. Where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going? This tank is just redonkulous. That's 4 kills now. I friendlies push forward a little bit more. Yeah, it means like you can fire. Oh my god, please. You can fire like one shot of the right hand gun for every two of the left hand. That one 103 really didn't want to go down, did he? Let's repair. That's 5 kills. This has turned into a very nice game, but where was I getting hit from? I don't think it was from down here somewhere. It was definitely over here. Where are you? There you are. This tank destroyer is lethal. Truly fucking lethal. There he is. And I can't see. Oh, second gun let me down. Oh, this tank destroyer. I'm actually running low on ammo. That very rarely happens. I need to move off this position, I feel, though, now. Probably overstayed my welcome. Oh, hang on. There's a guy down here. Need to turn right a little bit. There he is. Oh, it just means if you don't kill them with the first shot, you just have a second one away in literally 2 seconds. We're definitely about to win this game. It hasn't been the most exciting of games, but it's been effective. I'm really tempted to just rush at them, because we're about to win this game anyway. Let's make things interesting. Let's go and try and take out this guy which was over here. The game probably will end before we get over there. Oh, here's someone. Oh, we're gonna so rush you. Hello, comrade. Kaboom. That wasn't that guy that I killed or fired up earlier, though. Ah, we're not gonna get a chance. Fuck, what a ridiculous tank this is. So, yeah, the VT1-2, truly a ridiculous tank destroyer for 8.3, and it really doesn't have any place at that battle rating at all, I think. It should be 9.0, 9.3 at least, with what it's currently bringing to the battlefield. I think what Gaijin will do once the excitement for this has died down and people have brought their way to this tank destroyer is they'll hit it with a nerf bat massively, either by battle rating or changing the engine horsepower to something a little bit more tame. But until then, we'll just have to enjoy this stupid machine while it lasts. And let me know in the comments below what you think of this kind of interesting tank destroyer, very red alert looking, like I said at the start of this video, being added in to the game. Please like, comment, share, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you all in the next one sometime soon. Bye!